go from there. They're going from a habitual to a repeater. I'll ask if the repeater count's true, and we'll proceed from there into resetting this for the sentencing. Give me just a minute. We should get YouTube live, and there it goes. All right. Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2020 CR 1153, State of Texas versus Rodolfo Moreno. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 12:37 p.m. on the 30th day of June 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Lindsay Shaw for the state.
Robert Maurer for defendant, Your Honor.
Sir, you the same Rodolfo Moreno, charged by indictment with driving while intoxicated, third or more offense. Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. And state, are we proceeding as charged?
No, Your Honor, the state is not proceeding with the habitual enhancement. We are, however, proceeding with a repeat offender enhancement allegation.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Moreno, I'm going to use the share screen application as Zoom, show you your indictment in this case. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do we waive reading of the motion, or rather the
Your Honor.
indictment?
Yes, sir, we do.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to get out of share screen. And I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement. It's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same. I make it a part of the record. And then I'll also note that there is an application for community supervision, and I'll make that a part of the record as well. Sir, I'm using share screen. I'm showing you a document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. Scrolling down and using my cursor to circle around electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're telling me you understand that normally we do pleas live in an open court, but you're consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all the other electronic signatures of yours in the plea packet today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed the documents. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. This is still using share screen. This is the court's admonishments, and I'm scrolling through this document for you. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
On the bottom of page 3 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments, that you understand the rights are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And the rights that you're giving up is you the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself, not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range of the offense, which normally is a third-degree felony, which is up to 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. However, the state is alleging that you are a repeat offender. That moves it up another level to second-degree felony, in which the sentencing range is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. Make them a part of the record. Sir, we're going to go back to share screen. I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Electronic signature to the left, I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right, I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I'll let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Punishment will be assessed with a cap of 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice with a $1,500 fine. State is opposed to your application for community supervision. One of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
But if I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, then I'll allow you to withdraw the plea and we'll proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Was that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. But if not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual and rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
He has.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
He is.
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Rudy, we agreed on no contest.
No contest.
Do you understand you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
And as to the repeat offender allegation, how do you plead? True or not true?
True, Rudy.
True.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Moreno. I mean, in the indictment, it said that you had 2 prior convictions and went to prison on those cases. One was another driving while intoxicated offense. Are you pleading true that that happened, that you went
Yes, sir.
to prison on a DWI? I'm not sure which county that was in, but back on, looks like October 22nd of 2014. Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if I ask you again to the repeat offender allegation, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
Okay. And you're saying that on your own volition and not just because your attorney told you to say true? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
State Office States Exhibit 1 and attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. I find you guilty, sir. I also find that you are a repeat offender. I'm going to order a pre-sentence investigation report and a TAP evaluation. We'll come back on another day for sentencing. Sir, we're about ready to conclude this hearing, but when we do not leave Zoom because you are going to go into an electronic breakout room to talk to our probation officer about your application for community supervision. But is there anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor, not from defense.
Nothing from the state.
All right, this matter is now concluded. We're